YouTube. Um, Sorry it's been so long since I've taken the time to go through this. My computer was broken for about 2 weeks, and I am so far behind on everything. I have school, work, 2 jobs, and I'm assistant stage manager for the next play, so it's been really hectic. And once the play's over in about 3 weeks, then my schedule should lighten up just a little bit. But then I can reply to the millions of emails I've received in the past month and a half. I promise I'll try my very best to get back to as many of you as I possibly can. There's no guarantees because some of them I think I've already replied, but I'm not so sure, and I'll do my best. I want to start a new segment called Story Time. I think this will be very nice for those of you who were Jeremy's friends and people who would like to get to know him better. But there's more to him than what you see on YouTube. There's more to him than the goofy guy that sings. There's more to him than the pastor. There's a side that I knew, and there's a side that was who he was before he became who you all got to know. And I'd like to share stories with you now and then of things that have happened or things that Jeremy has done, or just anything out of the blue that is a story that may or may not pertain to him and us as a couple. First story I'd like to share with you, I'd like to label Blockbuster and the Beard. Ooh. Okay. This story happened back in about 2003 when Jeremy and I were living in our apartment in Columbus. We were goofing off one night. I'm not quite sure why. I think it was around Halloween time, and we were messing around with makeup. And we actually took mascara and made beards on each other's faces, okay? And it actually turns out pretty good. Gave him like a goatee and a full beard and everything. And we did it to me, and before we went to bed, I washed mine off. Well, for some reason, he didn't with his. And it's real funny. He woke up the next morning. I told him to make sure that he drops off the Blockbuster video, whatever it was, and he did, with the beard still on. And what's really funny is it was half wiped off. So he goes into Blockbuster, actually physically walks into the building. He knows the guy's there because we used to go there all the time. And he had actually just recently filled out an application, like not even a week ago, and spoke with the manager about it. So he filled out an application, handed the video back to them, looked around for a minute, came back to the car, and he said as soon as he got to the car, he flipped down the mirror and just glanced up at himself and noticed this big smeared black blob across his face. And he said he was so embarrassed, and it took him like 2 months before he would walk back into that store. Needless to say, he never did get the job. It was so funny when he came home. He was like, "Honey, don't look at me." And I was like, "What?" And he pulled a hand out of his face, and he had the black stuff all over. It was so funny. And after he told me that he actually walked into Blockbuster that not knowing that it was on there, I cracked up so much. And that's just one of the funny, weird things that Jeremy has done in his lifetime, and I wanted to share that with you because I find it hilarious. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll share more stories with you as time comes and as I get time to do things, and I have some more plans to help this channel out too. So, keep watching, keep subscribing, and when I get time, I'll do the same for you, okay? God bless.